It's a busy week at Disneyland. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is operating with limited offerings right now. Planning rules now favor ticketed guests over magic key holders. We've got multiple ride closures to walk through, some quiet food menu changes, a major dining update at Napa Rose, updates that are starting to shape the park experience, and what that means for a day in the parks right now. Right now, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland is noticeably quieter than usual, with several major offerings temporarily unavailable. Both Star Wars Rise of the Resistance and August Cantina are closed for refurbishment, with construction walls up and no confirmed reopening dates yet through the beginning of March. That leaves just Galaxy's Edge's only other ride, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And with Oga's, one of the most popular and immersive spots in the entire park, out of action, Galaxy's Edge is currently offering a much more limited experience. Galaxy's Edge is still open, but for the moment, there's just a lot less to do. Napa Rose at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel reopens February 6th. We just got the reopening date after a full reimagining. Reservations open January 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific, with bookings available up to 60 days in advance. Also, the bar and lounge will now accept walk-ins and features a redesigned space with a new bar, fireplace, outdoor patio seating, and also an a la carte menu of cocktails and small plates. The main dining room will have a seasonal price-fixed menu with optional wine pairings, plus the newly enhanced kids menu for children 9 and under. Guests can dine indoors alongside the restaurant's 1,500 label wine collection or outdoors on an expanded terrace designed to feel like the California wine country. The chef's counter returns with seating for up to 18 guests, and for the first time, it can be booked online. This is this really special experience. This is the one that's kitchen facing, and it's a personalized dining experience. We didn't get the full menu because it does change, but some highlights include American Wagyu New York, Indigenous crab pasta with unique butter, oak roasted mushrooms, and a refined dessert option like this Valharona chocolate and carrot cake cremeux. We are so excited to have the Napa Rose finally back, and stay tuned for what this means for the Princess Breakfast returning to the Napa Rose. And some booking changes. Starting today, guests purchasing individual Disneyland tickets can now book park reservations up to 240 days in advance, up from the previous 180-day window. But what hasn't changed is the booking window for Magic Key holders. So it's still limited to that reservation of 90 days out. And that means that single ticket guests now have a significantly longer planning advantage than some of Disneyland's most frequent visitors. It's a subtle but telling shift that suggests Disney is prioritizing long-range vacation planners over locals and repeat guests who rely on flexibility. For Magic Key holders, this could mean fewer high-demand dates available once their booking window finally opens, especially around those holidays and special events. Over time, this could reshape crowd patterns in the park, with more vacationers locking in dates early and locals adjusting around what's left over. And a French fry update. Another quiet menu update is rolling out across Disneyland, and this one involves the removal of several specialty fry options that once helped set certain quick service locations apart. So specifically, crinkle cut fries are gone from Smoke Jumper's Grill, those film strip fries from Award Wieners, tater tots over at Red Rose Tavern in Disneyland, steak fries from Flo's V8 Cafe, and also those homemade chips from Cafe Daisy are now all gone. But for each of these cases, that unique option has been replaced with standard French fries. Think of those ones served at Galactic Grill rather than the location-specific options. These changes appeared quietly on menus without any formal announcement. While these swaps don't dramatically alter the meals for most guests, they are kind of reducing some of the small food variations that guests are associating with those specific locations. And if you're planning to stay on property, that early theme park entry has officially ended at Disneyland Resort. We're seeing how that change is actually playing out for hotel guests in real time. As of a few weeks ago on January 5th, the 30-minute early access guests staying on site used to get is gone. No more walking into Disneyland or DCA before a road trip just because you have a Disneyland hotel, a Grand Californian hotel, or a Pixar Place hotel reservation. According to Disney, they said that the usage had declined over the years, so they pulled the perk entirely, ending what had already been reduced from 1 hour to just 30 minutes, and then to alternating parks. In its place, on-property guests now receive 1 complimentary Lightning Lane entry per person per stay. They can be redeemed for any eligible Lightning Lane multi-pass attraction. So that means you can skip the standby line once during your trip at a ride like Space Mountain or Indiana Jones. It's not going to work on single pass headliners like Star Wars, Rise of the Resistance, or Radiator Springs. And so you access this new benefit through the Disneyland app once you check in, and it's valid anytime during your visit rather than every day. Keep in mind you get 1 of these per stay, so it is not 1 per day. If it were 1 per day, we'd be a little bit more on board with this exchange of perks. Some guests are really appreciating any kind of line-skipping perk, especially if you prefer to sleep in rather than rush to rope drop. But a lot of Disneyland fans online say this feels like a downgrade. Trading daily early access for 1 line skip just doesn't match the value many felt they were getting before. We see it as a bit of a downgrade ourselves since it is 1 per stay. We're hoping Disney changes this to 1 per day instead, which would seem more comparable. And get ready for next weekend. The Disneyland Half Marathon Weekend is taking over the resort from January 29th through February 1st, marking the last race before Run Disney takes a pause for the foreseeable future. With 5 a.m. start times for the 5K, 10K, and half marathon, expect significant road closures around the resort and Harbor Boulevard throughout the early mornings. This year's Celebrate Happy event features some incredible themes, including Joy from Inside Out for the 5K, Sorcerer Mickey for the 10K, and an iconic It's a Small World tribute for the half marathon. It is going to be a high-energy weekend with thousands of runners, so pack some extra patience if you are navigating the area. In closure and construction news starting over at Disneyland, Haunted Mansion has officially reopened as of Friday. The holiday overlay is gone, and the attraction is now back to its original Haunted Mansion version. Next, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is currently closed, and this is not a short refurbishment. As of now, it's listed as closed through early March. Also in Galaxy's Edge, Kat Saka's Kettle, which is a mobile drink stand, is currently closed and isn't scheduled to reopen until February 13th. Even though this is just a drink stand, the length of this closure is interesting. Olga's Cantina is also closed with no reopening date listed through early March. Sailing Ship Columbia is set to close on January 26th, but this one is a quick turnaround. It reopens 4 days later on January 30th. It's a Small World also closes January 26th, and there is no reopening date posted through early March. Jungle Cruise is scheduled to close on February 17th with no reopening date announced yet. Some permits have been filed though for the rockwork and posts along the attraction, but Disney hasn't shared details yet, and given how much rockwork Jungle Cruise has, we have no idea where the work is happening. Over in DCA, Grizzly River Run remains closed and fully drained. There's still no reopening date listed through early March. And Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind just reopened on Friday. Incredicoaster is closed currently and is scheduled to reopen February 6th. And new this week, Jumpin' Jellyfish will close on February 23rd.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more.